Welcome to Sports Palava. I'm Ken Ochanago. I tell you, there is already suspense in the house, just like it has been in the past few seconds at home for those of you who are waiting to be part of the show. The EPL resumes. What we've been waiting for. How soon could it have come? Of course, in the interim, the NPLF, our Premier League, has kind of riding sway, taking care of those of us, myself and yourself, who are football followers. Of course, we are sport followers, so those who just believe in just football. The NPL, we're halfway at home, but then in England, the hostilities about to resume. A few years back, people just, not a few years back, when you talk about 20 years ago, that is not few, it used to be a juggernaut, just one juggernaut in the English league. It was not yet the Premier League, because this team in the 80s and 90s, I tell you this, before you say Pem, you go to Merseyside, not the blue side of Merseyside, but the red side of Merseyside. That's where you have Liverpool, one of the greatest, if not the greatest football club in England, in English football history. When you look at trophy-wise, followership, the passion of their followers, and what they evoke. But then, sometime in 92, 93, England says, we are not going to have the first division anymore. We are going to have the Premiership. Then came the Premiership, which coincidentally came at the same time with the Champions League. And ever since, the team that has won 18 league titles, then their closest rival then had less than about 10 or 9. I thought that was Arsenal. So you can imagine the gap that they had. That void was to be filled by one team. Sometime in 1990, 91 or so, Manchester United went to play a football match at Anfield. And the banner was there. Come back. Forget the pride. Come back when you have won 18. I tell you this because as at then, Manchester United had only 7 league titles, while Liverpool had 18. But then, United had, from 92, 93, that the Premiership started, they moved on to 8, 9, 10, 11. And it was 18, 18, 19, 18, and 2018. So many era. Coaches have come and gone. Benitez came in and he couldn't win the league, but he won the Champions League. They won. I think it was one of the coaches. I can't actually get this. They won all three titles. He won the treble, the UEFA, the FA Cup, and then the League Cup. He didn't win the league. So you now ask yourself, who will do it? Then in came in Brendan Rodgers. And last year, 2 years ago, he was almost there. Before the captain, that famous slip, Steven Gerrard slipped. And that is how the title also slipped out of the hands of Liverpool. But in 2015, 2016, they said we have learnt our lessons. We bought quantity last season. This season we are buying quality. We are fortifying. And the Manchester United, the juggernaut too that ruled after Liverpool, the Premiership history, 13 out of 23 they've won. But then at the exit of the great one, Sir Alex Ferguson, in came in David Moyes, experimental, and in only 1 year he was shown the door, not even up to the end of the season. And then Louis van Gaal came in, the man who has won the league with Ajax, who has won the league. He won the league and the European champion with Ajax, won the league with Barcelona, went to AZ Alkmaar and won, went to Bayern Munich and won. And they said, yes, maybe this man knows the terrain. He knows how to do it. He can replicate what Alex Ferguson has been doing for us. And they brought in Louis van Gaal. Now, this is the season. He spent 1 season, and he moved the team from 7th to 4th. Liverpool says, this is our year. Manchester United said, yes, we've learned our lessons. Brendan, 3 years he has learned his lessons. This is the 4th year. Van Gaal had never spent 2 years in the team without winning the league. So, which among these two sleeping giants will awake? It has taken me a long while to put this through. But now it's time for you to meet my gladiators. They will tell you whether it is Liverpool or Manchester United who is poised to ask Chelsea to step down, to ask Man City to check their ambition, To check Wenger, tell Wenger, said 11 years you've not been there, but then it's not your turn. So who amongst these two, if possible, can they do it? Who is more likely to do it? I want to start with the man from Manchester, Shehu Ajinaba. Shehu, how are you?
I'm fine. It's a pleasure to be here once again.
Yes.
And I've always said it, that except for people back home, they are Palava free. But whoever you have brought, I don't know where he's from. I don't want to know who he is. And you are talking about Manchester United against Liverpool. That's an insult. They might be donning the same red, but sugar size, okay, quality. There's one between Ipekere and plantain chips. Mommy is pregnant, it's different from Mama don't get belly. So why are you bringing Manchester United and liverless? What is Liverpool? They are saying 18 titles. Since when? Even I love that intro. That since they even changed it to Premier League. I get that before it's not a property. Nearly men. You are comparing them to a team that has won it 13 times. Since 1992-93, when we started laying claim to it. Shame on liverless now. Blackburn has won this thing now. Blackburn. They are no longer in the Premier League. They've won it. Arsenal has won it. Chelsea has won it. Man City has won it. You are talking about Liverpool. Who are they signing? All those players. Firmino. Who is Firmino? Who is Adam Bognan? Who is Joe Gomez? Who are all those players? Who is Nathaniel Klein? All those fringe players. You say you have signed. Then you are now talking about somebody who has got experience. Aloysius, Poilios, Maria, Louis Van Gaal against Elena, Brendan Rodgers. What has he won in his career? What has he won in his career? Just, he can only boast of League Manager of the Year. He can only boast of Premier League Manager of the Month 3 times. He has never even won any title. You are now comparing him with Louis Van Gaal. That's an insult. I'm telling you, if Liverpool gets into the top 4, you know I always tell you, I'll sweep Todd Milan Bridge.
Zubi is back. Zubi, you heard him. He said, I mean...
Yes, I heard the whole lamentation. But then we actually have to get professional about some of the things. But first and foremost, good afternoon to the international community. It's my pleasure doing this again. It's like the Olympics going back to Greece. Liverpool, a team of pedigree. How many Champions League trophies can we mention? The sole British club that we know has actually kept its pace going over and over. Fine, they could have had their blips over the few years, but then this is a team that has come to say, yes, this time around we're giving the best shot. Talking about Manchester United, it's funny, but then I still wonder why you had to make this match. It's not a United thing. If anything's going to give Liverpool the shove, then it should be Arsenal or something, not United. The team going under transition. The Fergie era is gone. A lot of people have to come to understand this, that United of today is not the United we used to know. And it take a couple of years. I was on this show a couple of months, I think that was last year when the change happened, when Sir Alex Ferguson had to step down. It was so obvious, we said it over and over again, that United cannot be the same United. To take a long while. They're in that transition period. So bringing them against a Liverpool side that has organized itself, paid its own price by actually recruiting and signing players that are very young and agile, flexible, skillful, and have the ability to actually deliver at top, when I say top situations. Now, bringing up United, a team trying to find its gel, still looking for how to fill its leaking holes. It's actually very, very appalling, I must say the least of it. It's funny, talking about a player like Firmino. Firmino is a very fantastic player. But then away from that, we have players like Sturridge, Benteke, Balotelli, and the rest of them. Now, let's pray that Sturridge's problem is a one-off, which I know it is, with the injury he had. This is going to be a fantastic season for Liverpool, no doubt. We also know what they did 2 seasons ago. They racked over 100 goals across 37, 38 matches. They played fantastic football before they lost Luis Suarez, before they lost Sturridge to injuries. Now, we're talking about a Liverpool team that has reorganized itself. And even had to do with a player like, what's his name again?
He didn't interrupt you.
No, but is he didn't interrupt you? I'm going to school you on this, yes. Because football is a game of youth.
Okay, the floor is
a game of youth. You don't just wake up one morning and say you want to become a footballer, or at the age of 35, 40, 50, you want to play football. 20 out of 28 Liverpool players are below the age of 25.